everyone, this is Tali with the Lee County Library System. I hope you're ready for another awesome story time. During this 15 to 20 minute session, we'll be singing some songs, learning some new facts, and engaging in an interactive story. So with that, let's get started. Our story time today is about flowers. Do you like flowers? I love flowers. I'm wearing a shirt with a lot of flowers on it. They smell so good and they look so pretty. What's not to love about them, right? So to get started with our story time, we're going to sing a song called Pop Blooms the Flower to the tune of Pop Goes the Weasel. To get started, we're going to have a tiny little seed. So we'll make a little seed with our hands like this. Can you put your hands together? This is our tiny seed. And we're going to sit in the garden and the rain will come down. We'll do this to make rain with our hands. The sun will come out and we'll put our sun up and then we're going to pop bloom like this. Are you ready? We'll start with our seed. Okay. In the garden the seed will sit until the rain comes down. Then the sun will make it grow. Pop blooms the flower. Great job, everybody. We'll do that one more time. Get your seed ready, okay? In the garden the seed will sit until the rain comes down. Make your rain fall. Then the sun will make it grow. Put your sun up. Pop blooms the flower. Great job, everybody. In our song, we started with a tiny little seed that kept growing and growing until it became a flower. Seeds need sunshine, soil, or dirt, and water to become flowers. I went around my neighborhood to see what I could find that helps flowers grow. You want to see what I found? Okay. To get out our first item, we're going to do a drum roll. To do a drum roll, we're going to pat our legs really fast and make a sound with our mouth. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's see what we have here. I have a packet of sunflower seeds. So I got these from the store, my little store, and I just want to show you this little tiny seed. So this is a sunflower seed, and sunflower seeds are easy to spot because they have these black stripes on them. They kind of look like a little zebra seed. Yes, so that is a sunflower seed, and just to give you an idea of how small this seed is, I have a penny, which as we know, pennies are very small. So if you look at this seed next to this penny, you can see just how tiny it is. It's so little. So we have our seed, and we're ready to get started. Now, seeds need soil or dirt. So if we have our seed and we've got our soil, we're going to need something to put our seed and soil in. What should we put our seed in? Do you know? Let's see. We can put our flower or our flower seed, our little sunflower seed in here with some dirt or some soil, and then our flower will grow. Well, at least it'll get started to grow. And so this is a tiny little flower pot, and this is good for when the plants are still small. Sunflowers can grow to be very big though, so we might need a pot more like this one. This one's pretty big, huh? It's definitely big compared to my little pot. So when our sunflower, as it starts to grow, we'll move it up into a bigger pot. Pretty cool, huh? So we've got our pot, we've got our dirt, and we've got our seed. And we're going to put this pot on a windowsill so that the seed will get sunshine. So we've got sunshine, soil, seed. Is there anything else that our flower needs to grow that maybe I might have missed? Water! Our seed needs water to grow. Let's see what I have. A watering can! When you have a flower or a plant in your garden or inside, you might use a watering can to water your plants and give them what they need and make sure that they each get an equal amount. So we'll put water right in here in the hole, and we'll just dip like this, right like a little teapot. That's how we can water our flowers. Don't give your flower or your plants too much water though, or else they might not grow. Pretty cool, huh? I have one more thing to show you, so we'll do a drum roll again. Do you remember how to do a drum roll? We're gonna pat our legs really fast and make a noise with our mouth. Are you ready? Okay. This is a garden trowel. Have you ever heard of a garden trowel? A garden trowel is a little shovel or a little scooper. As you can see, you can just scoop like this. And if you have a flower inside a garden or inside a pot inside and you want to move it, you may use this garden trowel to scoop up your plant with the flower and its roots, scoop it up and move it to a different spot. If our flower is inside in a little pot like this one, but we want to take it and put it in a garden outside, we might scoop it up out of the pot and put it in the garden outside. Or if the flower is outside in the garden and we want to put it inside this pot, what do you think we do? We'll scoop it up and put it right in the pot. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Excellent. So we found so many things that we can use to grow a flower. We had dirt, water, and sunshine. The three things that we needed to grow a flower. I have a seed, and I need your help to grow it. Do you want to help me? Okay. So I have a sunflower seed here that I drew. So it has those black stripes. I drew it a little bigger though because that seed was super small. So this is my gigantic sunflower seed, but we're going to pretend it's a normal size. And we have our seed, and so to plant our seed, we're going to sing a song, and it's to the tune of This Is the Way We Wash Our Hands, but it's called This Is the Way We Plant the Seeds. And for our first verse, we're going to take our seeds right out of our hand and plant them like this. So we're going to pretend like we're planting our seeds in the garden. And we're going to sing the song, This Is the Way We Plant the Seeds, so early in our garden. Are you ready? Get your seeds ready. This is the way we plant the seeds, plant the seeds, plant the seeds. This is the way we plant the seeds, so early in our garden. Very nice. Excellent. So now that we have our seed, we need to give it some water. So we need a watering can. So I drew a watering can here, just like this one. And we're going to tip our watering can just like so we can put water on our seed. So for this part of the song, we're going to pretend like we have a watering can and we're going to tip it just like this. And this is the way we water the seeds. Are you ready? Okay. This is the way we water the seeds, water the seeds, water the seeds. This is the way we water the seeds, so early in our garden. Yay, great job. So now that we've watered the seeds, we wait and we let the sunshine come out. The sun is going to help the seed grow as well. So there's our beautiful sun, and it's a bright, bright sunny day. And we're going to make another circle just like this. And we're going to sing about the way the sun comes out. Let's do it. This is the way the sun comes out, sun comes out, sun comes out. This is the way the sun comes out, so early in our garden. Yes. So now we have our seed in some dirt. We've watered our seed. We let the sun shine on our seed. And so now we have to wait. And so while the sun is shining on the seed and we're watering our seed, we start to see something happen. And sure enough, the seed starts growing up and up and up, and it makes this very pretty stem winding all the way up. And at the very end of the stem is this big bud. A bud is what a flower is called before it's bloomed. So usually when we see flowers and they're bloomed, it means their petals are splayed out wide, and that's what we usually see as flowers that we give or flowers that we see. But right before they bloom and their petals pop out, their petals are all clumped together like this, and they're waiting. So next we're going to sing about how the flower grows. We're going to take our hands like this and make a snaking motion, like the growing stem of the flower. Are you ready? Get your hands together. This is the way the flower grows, flower grows, flower grows. This is the way the flower grows so early in our garden. Excellent. So after we've been watering our plant, giving it sunshine, letting it grow, I think the bud is finally ready to bloom. So we look out and it starts popping open and pow! Wow, that is one big flower. We started off with a tiny, tiny seed. Now we have a huge, beautiful sunflower. All right, so now we're going to sing about how our flower blooms. We're going to sing, this is the way the flower blooms, and we're going to put our hands out like this in a blooming motion, just like the petals. Are you ready? Okay. This is the way the flower blooms, flower blooms, flower blooms. This is the way the flower blooms so early in our garden. Yay! Great job, everybody. You helped me to grow a beautiful flower, if I do say so myself. Great job. All righty. Do you know what that ringing means? That ring means it's time for a parent tip. When we were talking about our gardening tools, we made sure that we explained unfamiliar terms and sometimes provided alternative terms for expressions that may be unfamiliar. For example, when we talked about soil, we also gave the term dirt as an alternative, just in case soil is a little bit unfamiliar. And that by defining words and giving alternatives or synonyms to words for your children, you build their vocabulary and help prepare them to read. Very nice. Excellent. So now I have a very special friend I'd like to introduce you to. This is my friend Josephine. Josephine loves flowers and she has a very beautiful garden at home. She knows that flowers are not only fun to grow and beautiful to look at, but they can be great gifts. So she decides that she wants to give some flowers to the people that she knows and loves in her neighborhood. Let's see what flowers she has. So Josephine has a yellow sunflower, just like the one that we grew. It's beautiful and yellow, very bright and big. So she's got a yellow sunflower. She also has a blue daisy, so we see that it's blue. Its petals are a little bit thinner, but it's still very pretty. Get our blue daisy up here. She also has a pink tulip. I love the color pink, and I love tulips. Tulips are a little bit more folded like this one. So she's got a pink tulip. She also has a purple carnation. That one looks a lot different than the sunflower, huh? The petals are a little bit crinkly and they also look like they're folded, sort of like our tulip. So we'll put up our purple carnation. And last but not least, she has a beautiful red rose. So there's our red rose. Very nice. So Josephine wants to give away her beautiful flowers, but she doesn't know who to give the flowers to or which one should go to which person. So maybe we can help her. Do you want to help Josephine? Okay, let's help her out. So Josephine is heading on her way to school, and the first person she meets is her teacher, Mr. Jones. So this is Mr. Jones. He's her teacher. As you can see, he's got a little name tag on that says Mr. Jones. And she thinks he's a fantastic teacher because he's so funny and he likes to smile. Do you have a favorite teacher? When I was in school, I had a favorite teacher named Miss Tali. She was so good at telling stories and she always made class a lot of fun. So she wants to give a flower to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones' favorite color is purple. As you can see, he's wearing a purple shirt. So given that we know his favorite color is purple, which flower should we give to Mr. Jones? Should we give him the yellow sunflower, the pink tulip, the blue daisy, the purple carnation, or the red rose? Which one do you think? The purple carnation! Mr. Jones's favorite color is purple, so we should give him the purple carnation. Josephine gives him the purple carnation, and he is so happy that he puts it right on top of his desk for all the class to see. Good job, everybody! All right, so we gave away one of our flowers. How many flowers do we have left to give away? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 more flowers to give. Let's see who else Josephine meets. After class, Josephine goes to lunch and she runs into her good friend Jill. Jill is her best friend because she's very funny and she also helps Josephine with her homework. Isn't that nice of Jill? Here she is. She's wearing her dress and her ballet shoes. She looks very pretty. Jill's favorite color is, what do you think her favorite color is? It's pink. Jill's favorite color is pink. Because we know her favorite color is pink, which flower should Josephine give to Jill? Which one do you think? Do you think she should give her the yellow sunflower? The red rose? The blue daisy? Or the pink tulip? The pink tulip! Josephine gives Jill the pink tulip because she knows it's her favorite color. Jill is so happy to get such a lovely, beautiful pink tulip that she takes the tulip and puts it right in her hair. It looks so beautiful. Have you ever put a flower in your hair? I like to put flowers in my hair sometimes, but mostly I like to wear them on my shirt. So that was very nice. She gave Jill a very nice flower. How many flowers do we have left to give away? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 flowers left. Let's see who else Josephine meets. So after school, Josephine goes to the local farmer's market and she's thinking of picking up some fresh fruit. While at the local farmer's market, she runs into a woman named Farmer Jane. So this is Farmer Jane, and she's in her overall dress. There she is. Josephine thinks Farmer Jane is great because she knows a lot about plants, and she sometimes gives Josephine free strawberries. It's pretty nice, huh? Farmer Jane's favorite color, can you guess her favorite color? Her favorite color is yellow. So Farmer Jane's favorite color is yellow. Which flower do you think we should give her? Should we give her the red rose? Maybe not the red rose. What about the blue daisy? Do you think Farmer Jane will like the blue daisy? Maybe, but I think there might be a better one. Do you think Farmer Jane will like the yellow sunflower? Yes! Farmer Jane loves the color yellow, so she would love this beautiful, bright yellow sunflower. Josephine hands Farmer Jane the sunflower. And she is so happy with it that she puts it in a beautiful vase her grandma made for her. Isn't that nice? Josephine picked the right flower for Farmer Jane. So after Josephine gives the flower to Farmer Jane, she's on her way home and she bumps into the local postman, Mr. Jackson. So this is Mr. Jackson, and he is a mailman or postman. A mailman can also be called a postman. And there he is. He's in his mailman uniform. It's blue, and he's even got a little tag. It has a little plane on it, and he's got his mail bag. So there he is. Josephine likes Mr. Jackson because he collects stamps, and sometimes they compare their stamps together. Have you ever collected stamps? Do you have any cool collections of your own? I like to collect things too. Because I work at a library, I often like to collect books. But besides books, I also like to collect erasers. Ones on the ends of pencils that can be in funny shapes like cars or animals. It's fun to collect things. So Josephine sees Mr. Jackson, and she knows that his favorite color is blue, just like his postman's uniform. So she has 2 flowers to give away. Which one do you think she should give to Mr. Jackson? The blue daisy or the red rose? The blue daisy. He's wearing blue and he loves blue. So Josephine gives Mr. Jackson this blue daisy. It's very pretty. And he loves it so much that he decides to write a letter to his wife explaining the lovely gift that he got from Josephine. That was very nice of her. We only have one more flower to give away. Let's see what happens. Josephine comes home after a long day of being in school and seeing her friends. And finally she sees her mom cooking in the kitchen. Josephine's mom's favorite color is red. Here's Josephine. Josephine decides to give a red rose to her mom because it's her favorite color and because she loves her mom very much. Her mom is so happy that she gives Josephine a big hug. Can you give yourself a big squeeze? Ooh, big squeeze! She gives her a big hug and says, I love you, thank you so much. So Josephine gives away the last flower, and that's the end of the story. Yay! That was so nice of Josephine to give flowers to all of her friends. They can be a really nice gift. You can make your own flower bouquet at home to give to somebody you love. Let me show you. This is a flower bouquet craft that you can do at home. What you will need is brown craft paper. You'll need green construction paper for the stems and leaves. You can cut out little hearts, and I did yellow construction paper, but you could do brown or black too for the insides of your flowers. And for your flower petals, I used mini doilies, but you can also use construction paper. And then you'll need some ribbon. So you'll take your brown construction paper, you'll fold it down the middle to have a crease. You'll fold the edges inwards. And then after you fold the edges inwards, you'll unfold. You'll put in your stems, leaves, and flowers. Just glue them all right inside. Fold them back in, and glue a little ribbon on the outside. Isn't that pretty? This would be a great gift to give someone. I think I might give it to my boyfriend, Justin. That'll be nice. Another thing you can do at home is an activity. So instead of doing a craft, you can also do this activity at home. You can buy a bouquet of flowers from your local market or grocery store. Try to see if you can name all the different types of flowers in the bouquet without looking. Or you can unwrap your bouquet and take your flowers out. You can look at point out the different parts of the flower, such as the petals, the stem, and the leaves. And by pointing out the different parts of the flower and looking at real flowers, you can learn about how flowers grow and understand why they're important to our environment. Plus, they smell really good. Awesome, very nice. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and do our goodbye song. Our goodbye song is to the tune of London Bridges, and it sounds, now it's time to say goodbye. Are you ready? Okay. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for joining me for this session of Storytime Anytime. For more early literacy tips, fun, and activities, please go to www.leelibrary.net/pre-K. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram for more library happenings. Thank you guys so much, and keep growing!